Coach, coming back to your alma mater, just kind of the initial thoughts about being back at Wayne State and how you feel about the program kind of coming into your first year.
Yeah, it's really exciting. The guys are doing a great job of buying in, bringing the energy every day. Every day is one of those days for us to get better, but also for us to establish the foundation and culture for where we want our program to be for years to come.
Yeah, and a good mix of guys. You have a couple guys that were on a GLIA championship team a few years ago, and then you bring in a lot of new guys to the program. How do you feel just about the mix that you have coming into the season?
Yeah, I think the chemistry is really coming along when you do make that blend of returning players and new guys. Sometimes that takes a little bit of time, but our guys really kind of took that as a challenge to really embrace that on and off the court. The guys do a lot of things off the court together, team meals, other team bonding sort of opportunities. They do take advantage of those, and us as a coaching staff, we've been really intentional with mixing up the different groups in practice, seeing which guys work best together, and also making sure that they understand that foundation, that tone has been set at the top with how myself and our coaches work together and interact.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that coaching staff. Obviously, guys that you're pretty familiar with. How are you able to assemble these guys, and what have they been able to bring to this program to help you out?
Yeah, when I was looking into hiring a staff, I was looking for guys that had, some different experiences than myself, but also some guys that I knew that could do the job well. Coach Will Vergolo, someone that I did have experience with from our time at Michigan. He's someone that I really value his mind and the things that he can bring to the table from an offensive standpoint, from a culture standpoint, recruiting as well. He's added a lot of value to me and also to the program. Coach Ramon McAfee is someone that's very familiar with this league, the Metro Detroit area as well. He does a really good job of setting the tone defensively for our program, bringing that toughness, that tough mindset that our program is going to need. And then our graduate assistant, Matt Bollinger, he's a kind of jack of all trades, does a really good job of just filling in the gaps and doing all the things that we need to be successful as a staff.
Yeah, and just kind of looking back at the team now, you got some experienced guys coming back, Avery Lewis and some other guys. Who have you kind of leaned on for that leadership on the court and outside of the coaching staff?
Yeah, it's a collective, right? I would say there's no one particular person that's taking the reins of that. Again, that's something that's being started at the top with myself, setting that tone, that foundation, the culture for what our program is going to be about. But guys like Avery Lewis and Antonio Marshall, Nate Talbot, they're doing a really good job. Cortez Jackson, Ray Williams, Keelan Grant, all those guys that are returning from last year's team, all those guys have done a really good job of buying in, accepting their roles, and doing a really good job for us.
Yeah, and then we look at the schedule. Obviously, you open up with that exhibition against Eastern Michigan. I mean, how excited are you guys just to get going and playing against other teams?
Yeah, right. It's one of those things where you can only do so much in practice, right? And before the guys kind of understand what you want, but then you go out there, you play against someone else, and you're up against different challenges, and you learn something new about your team. For me personally, I'm just looking forward to learning more about our team. I'm looking forward to challenging myself to go out there and put myself in some different situations that I haven't been in, and we're really all learning together.
Yeah, and one more for you, just in terms of maybe have you found an identity for this team, or what are your expectations for the group in your first year?
I think our identity is one that, again, as a coaching staff, we're going to do all the things off the court with a high level of accountability, integrity, and respect. On the court, we're going to play hard. We're going to play together, and I think that's one of those things that each team kind of creates that identity for themselves with the guidance of the staff. And right now, I believe that's something that's still in the works and something that we're still striving to figure out.